We've been a leader in banking for more than 100 years. You'll find us here, at home, on your phone, and everywhere you go. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Sponsored by Renaissance Bank.
Good morning, Northeast Mississippi. This is Newsbreak for Thursday, March 23rd. I'm Brad Locke. Thanks for joining us. You can catch Newsbreak weekdays at 7 a.m. Watch it on djournal.com, Facebook, YouTube, or the Daily Journal's mobile apps for Apple and Android devices. Going to take a quick look now at news, sports, and weather for Northeast Mississippi. And let's start with the Weather Underground forecast for today. Going to have clear skies, a high of 77 degrees, very spring-like, a low of 60, 0% chance of rain. Looking ahead to the weekend, the 3-day outlook: Friday, overcast, high of 74, low of 61, a 10% chance of rain. And then going to be wet the next couple of days. Saturday, going to have thunderstorms with a high of 72, low of 56, a 100% chance of rain. And then on Sunday, thunderstorms possible, high of 77, low of 58, chance of rain is 40%. Let's take a look now at some of the top stories from the Daily Journal and djournal.com on this Thursday. The creation of a police advisory board in Tupelo should come up for a vote by the City Council next month. During a session of Tupelo's elected leadership on Tuesday, council members agreed to move the advisory board off the study agenda and instructed that it be positioned for a vote during the April 4th meeting. 6 of the 7 council members support the advisory board, with only Ward 6 Councilman Mike Bryan voicing opposition. Ward 4 Councilwoman Nettie Davis has repeatedly urged a vote on the issue in recent months, saying the issue needs to be taken care of before the upcoming municipal elections. Officials within Mayor Jason Shelton's administration said that the drafting of an ordinance creating the board is not yet complete. According to a proposal outlining the features and duties of an advisory board, 9 residents of the city will sit on the board. The 7 council members will each make 1 appointment, and the mayor will make 2. After a fatal police officer-involved shooting last year, a coalition of some local ministers and civil rights advocates demanded the creation of a civilian review board. City council members have stressed they don't intend to create a board with the power to investigate the police department. A bill to prevent politicians from using campaign finance funds for personal use is heading to Governor Phil Bryant. A 52-member Senate agreed on Wednesday to changes made by the House to the initial Senate bill. The Senate approved the bill with only 1 dissenting vote. Bryant is expected to sign it into law. The issue was defeated during the 2016 legislative session in an embarrassing loss for House leadership. This time, House Speaker Philip Gunn labeled the legislation as a priority and took special interest in its passage. The bill defines personal use as any use of campaign finance funds that would have to be reported to the Internal Revenue Service as gross income. It would allow politicians to spend the funds only on campaign-related expenses or activities related to their offices. It would also prevent politicians from converting campaign funds to their personal use upon retirement. The Ethics Commission would be responsible for enforcement of the new law. Tupelo High School sophomore Sam Slyman recently took what he considered a practice attempt at the ACT and surprised himself with a perfect score of 36. It was only his second time to take the test, having made a 35 the first go-around. Slyman said he was surprised by the perfect mark, saying he didn't sleep well the night before and felt ill-prepared. And he said he found the test challenging, especially the science section. Slyman said most of his peers have also begun taking the ACT in preparation for taking it as juniors and seniors when it counts most. All high school juniors in the state are required to take the test, on which many colleges base scholarship offers. And both of Slyman's parents attended Harvard University, and he has his sights set on the same goal. Academics has long been a focus of his, and he plans to take the SAT as well. Slyman is also involved in extracurricular activities as a violin player in the THS orchestra and a member of the track team. And in sports, Tupelo linebackers Peter Gray and Jet Johnson are getting more and more attention from college football programs. Both of the defensive stars, who are rising seniors, claim several scholarship offers from FBS schools. Johnson, the Daily Journal's 2016 Defensive Player of the Year, got his first offer from ACC school Louisville, which surprised him. Other schools to offer Johnson include Mississippi State, Ole Miss, Memphis, and Toledo. He's led Tupelo in tackles each of the last 2 seasons, and in 2016, he recorded 119 tackles, 5 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, and 2 interceptions. Gray has offers from the likes of Troy, Memphis, Southern Miss, and Western Michigan. He arrived to Tupelo last year from Texas and made an immediate impact, recording 87 tackles, 5 sacks, and 3 interceptions. Gray and Johnson are enjoying all this attention, but they face a tough decision come signing day next February. As Johnson said, "This is a big-time decision. It's stressful." That's it for Newsbreak on this Thursday. Before we go, I want to remind you to check out a couple of the podcasts we produce here at the Daily Journal. You can check out The Memo, all things Northeast Mississippi news and entertainment with myself and W. Derek Russell every Wednesday and Friday. Find it in iTunes, your podcast apps, or at memo.djournal.com. And on Wednesday's episode, we talked about school improvement, jail bills, a Delta Doctors program that's in jeopardy, and the In Focus photo essay from this week. Also, check out Double Coverage, a podcast about Ole Miss and Mississippi State sports with Parrish Alford and Logan Lowry. New episodes every Thursday. Find it in iTunes, your podcast apps, or at doublecoverage.djournal.com. For more on the stories I talked about today, read your Daily Journal or visit djournal.com. We're on Twitter at djournalnow. Give our Facebook page a like as well. That's it for Newsbreak on this Thursday. I'm Brad Locke. We'll see you next time.